It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, and I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Where? Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and I'm sorry, last night I wanted to be here for the Raider Nation report, but I just couldn't get all the shit in order that I've been trying to get in order. Now, we've been doing some updates in the studio. Now, unfortunately, you can't see most of the updates in the studio, but you'll feel the updates because it's going to make the show even damn better. We've got double monitors in here. We've got the full internet connection in here. And what you don't know right now, well, some of you may know, is we are live, simulcast, on YouTube and Facebook, live at the exact same damn time. So if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts, which you should if you haven't already, then you could be watching us on there. Or you could be watching us on Facebook Live. Or you could be watching us shared over on the Twitter. Wherever. Already? You dirty bastard, Hot Deal. Already? So, it's big moves for us at Raider Reaction because it's continuing our mission of helping paint the world silver and black. So it puts us on other forums live. So that's been our big, what I've been working on. Now, I've still got other things coming that we will start to notice. You know, some other cool little shit that I'm adding in here. But for now, tonight is our debut simulcast live, YouTube, Facebook Live. Hopefully reaching new audience, spreading our wings, what have you. So, we will see. But, we do have a special contest coming within probably next week. I'm probably going to announcement. We will have a new contest coming. Shit, I don't know, T-Courts. Pop me in and tell me. I think we're high def. Looks high def. Pretty sure it's high def. We'll see. But, new contest coming. Next week, we'll be announcing it, and that is going to strictly be for our YouTube subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go subscribe. Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts. Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts.
One more time.
Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts. Go subscribe it up. Follow us on Twitter at Raider Reaction. And of course, like, share, follow the page. All that good shit as usual on Facebook. This is still our home base, but we're trying to branch it out a little more. Because, you know, there are people that don't use Facebook. They just use YouTube. So, it's another Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday. We're going to get into the GOAT tournament because we missed last week. We got to get caught up. And of course, I have joining me my favorite salty pirate.
Yeah! I don't know who said is this high def, but you don't want to see me in high def unless you are a wench, and then we'll talk about it. Anyway, the captain is here spreading some pirate passion for the Raiders and for everybody else that is within earshot anyway.
Absolutely.
So, I'm enamored. If you don't know who I am and you're here on YouTube, shame on you. Because how can you not know this face and know this voice? I'm the salty bastard your mother warned you about. And I got my draft hat because
I don't have my draft hat. I'm very disappointed because I stopped in your store
and they didn't have it.
No, they didn't have any. How's that possible? They don't have the draft hats. They didn't have any.
You know what?
Did they not? Did they have?
Yes,
any?
they did.
They didn't.
They did. They were so. I tell you, what's your size?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Okay, get now because I got it's a flex.
7 1/4.
Okay, well no. They didn't have any in the.
I have a small head.
They didn't have any in the what do you call it? I had to buy this from
Lines.
From our competitor, so I won't say I won't say who it is. We had the flex fits.
Oh, that's cool. I like the flex. I like how this is one of the vintage.
Yeah.
With the green bills, the old vintage style from the 80s.
I remember those. I remember those. I got a lot of them. You guys, as they say up in New York, for my New York crowd, you guys, just wait. I know I've been saying it for a while. I can't friggin' wait until my studio is done. Because this is a hot studio.
Apparently Noah's making that motherfucker because I think the Ark got built faster.
Actually, I think Noah subcontracted it out from another Jewish guy, and it's not happening. And I'm allowed to say that. I'm not anti-Semitic. You better check my last name. Okay?
I'm not into anything except for anti-donkey, sparkler, and
there you go. If you're a gargler, if you're a donkey, if you're a cheat, we are anti-you.
An 8? Damn, you got an 8 for a fucking head size? That'd be hard to find.
An 8? Oh, you got
an 8 or a 7 there. You guys are hitting both ends of the spectrum.
Okay, are you close? First off, are you anywhere near Tampa?
Well, Jason Dean is. Hey, and I meant to ask, since this is Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday, we keep it a little more casual today. We're gonna get into the GOAT tournament here. But are you going to the Cinco de Mayo beach party, Orlando Raider Nation, on Saturday?
This Saturday, I unfortunately will not be able to be in attendance.
I will be there.
He'll be
Big
there.
L better be there too.
Big L,
because I'm dragging him there, kicking and screaming if he's not coming, because he's gonna be my traveling in the sand co-host.
Unfortunately,
but I will be there.
Unfortunately, I have to
with
work.
Raider Reaction swag in tow. So anybody that's gonna be out there, if you want to grab a T-shirt, I'll be there. I'll have a backpack of T-shirts. I'll be giving out bracelets.
I tell you. Oh, wait a second. Let me ask a question. When does this event end?
I think when the sun goes down. It's pretty much. I think it starts and it's Satellite Beach, I think.
Oh, that's on the East Coast.
It's on the East Coast. Yeah, it's a haul over there. I'm heading right after soccer.
Unfortunately, see, what I got going on is I have to work 10 to 3. Okay? Then I'm going to the Rays game because I forgot.
Oh, the Rays.
I forgot, and I apologize to all the guys and gals in Orlando Raider Nation. I forgot that there was the event there. Oh, you know what? Here for this, Stevel Juice. Here, right
Somebody, man, right out of the gate. I didn't even make it
Okay.
through the opening.
here. Okay, point being. Oh, by the way, your one camera didn't get it.
Oh.
You're going to have to make sure you go up and down.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So
we've got to adjust.
For the dual cam, okay, that's one. And that's two. There you go.
We got to make sure Steve Juice makes a full appearance.
Okay.
See, okay, I've got
Don't
to
say it
adjust.
again, because between me and you, we said it. We said
Well,
it.
they've already opened it.
Well, okay, all you guys is saying
It was
F
Hot
you.
Neil, man. It was
F
Hot
you.
Neil.
F
He
you.
opened it right out of the
Point
gate.
being, okay, so again, apologize to Orlando Raider Nation. I have tickets for the Rays because it's a giveaway. It's probably the only games that I go to is Rays giveaways because I'm going to go.
Oh, I
the
like
Rays.
going to the Rays games giveaways too. Yeah.
So that's why I'm going. So apologies.
I got my
will-
cheesy Rays
he will-
fedora and
he
my
will be
fucking
there.
Rays beach shirt.
Yeah, well,
My
that's
fucking
their-
bobbleheads.
But,
and-
well, there you
yeah,
go.
That's how I get on
I'm
my
getting.
shit, too.
They're doing the Hawaiian shirts this Saturday. That's the only reason why I'm going.
Yeah.
They're giving away Hawaiian shirts. So apologies, but you know what? If I'm going to a game and it's baseball,
If it's got to be a Rays game, they got to give you free shit to get you to go.
I need my bobbleheads or my jerseys or something. You're not going to go otherwise. So, but you know what? That's okay. While you are there enjoying the Cinco de Mayo, and by the way, if before you go,
Yeah.
make sure you stop by Tijuana Flats because they're having $2 tacos.
Oh, I ain't got time for that. They're having tacos out at the beach. I'm having tacos in the beach, and there's tequila there.
Bring me some.
And-
Well, if you're
and
having,
Raider Reds and bikinis.
if you're
the
having,
hell with Tijuana fucking Flats.
I'm just saying, if you're having,
Come on,
if
Captain.
you're having, what is
Raider
it?
winches and bikinis or free fucking tacos. What are you picking?
I know what I'd want, but I
Okay.
already got tickets to go see the Rays. But make sure, and I say this to everybody. I love everybody in Raider Nation except for Raider Troll and a couple others.
Yeah, there's always
I love everybody in Raider Nation except for Raider Troll and a couple others.
Raider Trolls, Raider Rats.
Raider
you know.
Trolls, Raider Rats. Okay, point being, Cinco de Mayo is a license for a bunch of people to think that they can juice alcohol all day and drive.
Be
Wrong
responsible.
answer.
We want to see y'all on Cinco
Cinco
de
de Seis. Cinco de Seis is just as important as Cinco de Mayo. I love you, so be sure to get an Uber, a Lyft, a designated
Yeah,
driver.
there's really no reason to have to drink and drive anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
Call me up if you need a ride.
That's
And
what I got my wife for. It was in the credo of our marriage license
That she's
that
the
you
designated
must
driver.
drive my drunk ass home at
There you
any
go.
given time. I know it's in there. It's in the fine print somewhere.
There you go.
I'm sure.
Because we want you out there, Raider Nation, unless you're a Raider Rat or Raider Troll. And even we don't wish death upon, well, okay, bad things. We don't want death on the drive on, because you know what? You're just no deaths in Raider Nation from too much alcohol.
Yes, now let's get on to something happy.
There
The
you
GOAT
go.
tournament. We missed it last week, so we're down to our final bracket, the South bracket of round 1.
Time.
What?
Are we only doing the GOAT tournament? Or,
No.
Oh, okay. Wait.
There's no rules on
Well, I
Raider
got
Nation
that-
Invasion Wednesday. We can do whatever
I
the
love
fuck we
this guy.
want.
No, just make sure we have some time for the draft because I haven't had a chance.
Oh yeah, shit.
I haven't
this
had a
ain't-
chance. Well,
this
wait a second.
won't
Okay,
take
well
that
then
long.
tomorrow.
What? We've got tomorrow yet too.
Okay, we got tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited because before
No, I try to keep Wednesday just
no rules Wednesday.
no rules Wednesday, man. It's
It's
Raider
a-
Nation Invasion Wednesday.
That's right.
If we feel like dragging one of you guys on during the middle of the show, we will.
We will.
We'll do whatever
You
the
know
hell
why?
we want.
Because we can. I do what I want. I do what I want. Hell yeah, I want some cheesy
That's why I
boots.
like the little interactive things and shit like this on
Okay.
Wednesday. So I like one show where we can just show up and just fly by the seat of our
Okay,
pants.
now can I?
I don't have a
give-
fucking agenda.
Can I give a plug?
Sure.
If you have not read my article, you have two
Then you
ways
should.
to and you should. There are 2 ways to read it. You actually, they're both real easy.
Did you share it on the page?
Hell yeah, I shared
Okay,
it
well
on
then
the
go to
page.
Raider Reaction. And
Go
look
to
for
Raider Reaction. Go to my page. I have it written out or texted out, and I also have the link to Big County Preps. Big County Preps. Go to Captain Jack's page. Go to Raider Reaction page. If you're not there, you're wrong.
Hang
There you
on,
go.
Ariel. Hang out for a little while, and we'll pull you in. Well, let's jump in here and on a few of these. So we're gonna get to the South. We're gonna start with the South, and this is our last bracket in round 1. We've hit all of the other rounds. So after we get through the South bracket, we'll give you a breakdown of who's the matchups are in all of the second round.
Round 2.
And we'll get into it next week. And which those are going to be. Those are going to be some arguments.
There you are.
The first round, you only had a couple matchups.
It's going to be knocked down, drag out next, starting.
And you know what? I think I'm gonna, because next week, are you gonna be in here? I know you're only supposed to do every other Wednesday. But maybe, if you're not in here, maybe I'll see if I'll drag Big L in here. I'd like to get Angria back on again too, to get in on one of these. She was a nice addition.
She was awesome.
If
you're out there, come on back next Wednesday. It depends on what's going on next Wednesday. I might come back next way. It depends upon different things.
She gave a nice side of the argument, so I'd like to have her back on.
And you know why? Because she is a Raiderette that knows her stuff, and I love that. Any lady that knows her stuff about the Raiders, don't denigrate, say that they're bimbos and whatnot. No. Raiderettes that know their stuff are the sexiest women alive. I tell you that for sure. So it was Angria?
Angria Trask.
Angria Trask.
It's her pin name.
I got you.
But it's a badass.
She's awesome.
Name.
She's awesome.
So,
okay, so let's get into the round.
All right, so here's our matchups for tonight. Well, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the matchups are for tonight. Now, this is the first round of the South bracket of our GOAT, Raider Reaction Greatest Raider of All Time tournament. Now, tonight we've got the #1 seed, Willie Brown, facing off against 16 seed, George Bueller. Bueller. And then we've got...
I'm telling you, it's Bueller. I know it sounds like Bueller, but
is it Bueller?
It's Bueller.
Bueller?
George Bueller.
It's spelled Bueller.
I know, it's George Bueller. I'm old. I know these things.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
His name is Bueller.
We'll take your word for it. I don't have the enunciation, so
I'm very happy.
It should be Bueller. Spelled.
It should be
it's
Bueller.
It's like Favre.
Ferris Bueller.
It's like Favre.
Is that John Favre or Brett Favre?
I'm not sure. One or the other. Whichever. One of the Favres.
One of the Favres. There you
so
go.
Now this is a good matchup. You've got Dave Dalby against Ted Hendricks, an 8 seed against a 9 seed. The 8 seed and 9 seeds have been really good matchups in the round 1, and that one's going to be a good one too.
You know what? No, it will be, but you know what? I know Ted personally, so I
try not to be the deciding factor. I try to let Raider Nation weigh in.
I know, but Ted, if you're watching, you know I'm voting.
It'd be hard to vote against the
I can't. And I like Dalby.
Now, then you've got the 5 seed, Matt Millen, against 12 seed Clem Daniels.
Got you. That's a hell of a match.
That is a good matchup. There's been some 5-12 seed upsets.
Yes, there has.
Now, we've got 4 seed Cliff Branch at 13 seed.
Do not underestimate Pete Banaszak, and
Big L was calling for him last week. Where's he at on here? And he's here. That's an interesting one too. Cliff and Pete is very nice. Now this next one is very interesting. We only put 2 current Raiders in our tournament. One was Khalil Mack. The other is here. Derek Carr facing off as an 11 seed against 6 seed Phil Villapiano.
And again, I know Phil personally. Well, not that I know everybody personally, but you know what? I already know where my vote is going on this one. So y'all.
But that's an interesting argument there. That's an interesting argument. Rams Nation. What the fuck is that? It must be some third world country I've never heard of.
What's a U?
Do they have internet there? What the fuck is Rams Nation?
I don't know. You know what female Rams are, right? You're a you. You're a girl.
#3 seed, George Atkinson, member of the Soul Patrol, against 14 seed, Shane Leckler. You got #7 seed, Todd Christensen, against #10 seed, Henry Lawrence.
Why are all these things of people I know? I know Henry.
Well,
you're killing me, Small.
He's a local guy, too.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Manatee, Florida.
Yep. Fred Bolitnikoff, #2 seed.
And I know Fred.
#15 seed, Gus Otto.
Fred, trust me, and mostly Angela. I know Angela better than Fred. So, and in fact, by the way, while we're on the subject, make sure you guys look for the Bolitnikoff Foundation event. It's going to be against the Chargers in Oakland.
Show you right, William.
Bolitnikoff Foundation. Look it up. Stabler Foundation, since we were out there at Raider Fan Convention, look these people up. The Hendricks Foundation, look these people up. These are people that need your support. Hendricks, Stabler, even Phil Villapiano has one, and Blitnikoff. Look these people up. They do excellent things.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's a hellacious plug, and it was
They
not
wrapped the shield in the best way possible.
It was not.
Give him back.
They don't pay me to say this. It's from the heart. Bolitnikov, Stabler, Hendricks. I'm missing one. I said Stabler, Blitnikoff. Oh, Phil Villapiano and his stuff as well. So again, those are people you need to look, find. Like you said in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, live it, learn it, love it, do it, do it, do it. You got it. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to the first matchup. Number 1 seed, Willie Brown. Old man Willie.
Old man Willie did that touchdown in Super Bowl
Against
11.
George Beeler.
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 I
was gonna say.
Go ahead. Give me the best argument you can for George.
I tell you what, because Beeler was a outstanding.
Who you got, Raider Nation? Throw it up in the comments. You got Willie Brown, our 1 seed, or
Again,
who's going for our 16 seed?
George Beeler.
George Beeler.
George Beeler. Now, in all due respect, because again, people that do not know, Beeler was an excellent guard on the line in the 70s. In fact, he was the right guard. Where let me see, it was Shell and Upshaw was the left guard.
Yeah.
So it was Shell,
He was
Upshaw,
on the right side of a
Jim Otto
historic
and Dave Dalby,
line.
George Beeler at right guard, and then you had John Vella and Henry Lawrence at right tackle. Those were the lines in the 70s. Beeler was a stalwart offensive lineman at right guard, but you're going up against Willie Brown.
Yeah, kind of the original 24.
Yeah, the 24 before Woodson was, and Woodson asked.
Yeah.
Woodson asked, and actually they made sure it's like Willie went up when Charles Woodson was drafted. We had 24 earmarked for him, but it's an honor to wear that number. 24 because
even didn't Marshawn asked, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe he asked Woodson's approval too, because Woodson's kind of the new era 24.
Right, but Woodson said you don't have to ask me, you better ask Willie. You need to ask Willie Brown, because that is, if there are the Mr. Raider, obviously Jim Otto, Mr. Raider, new generation Mr. Raider is Tim Brown, but Willie Brown, you guys saw him at the draft. How can you not love Willie Brown when he gives in those picks every year?
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
this is a walkover for me.
He's a Raider through and through. I can't fucking vote against Willie Brown. I mean, come on.
No.
Is there really any other? I mean, seriously.
If there's any, the fact
Brown.
that I even know George Beeler's name, how to pronounce it, but still, you guys wouldn't have known. Well, no offense, you're young. You're young, and I say that with deepest respect. There's no knives there. There's no knives there. I love you, dude. I love you, man.
All right. Well, there's the first victim. Beeler down.
Beeler's down.
Willie's moving on. Old man Willie moves on to the second round. This is an interesting one. You got 8 seed Dave Dalby against 9 seed Ted Hendricks.
The Mad Stork.
Man, this is, you got 2 guys from the golden era here.
That's right.
And you
70s,
can make a strong
80s
argument for both.
You can. In fact, I'm not going to say anything until we start. And I can't, again, I wish they would give me my friggin' glasses so I can see this. I'm not going to say anything as we see, but I'm going to let you guys know. Dave Dalby was the center that took over for Jim Otto, because Jim Otto was the Raiders center forever and a day. Dave Dalby was the center that followed Jim Otto. It's very hard to follow a legend. Dave was an excellent center, several All-Pros, several it was All-Pro and then All-NFL. Okay, excellent center. The center that actually you see in most of the Raider videos with Stabler, that was Dave Dalby hiking him the ball.
Yep.
Versus Ted the Mad Stork Hendricks. I mean,
I mean,
obviously.
Dalby was on a very short lineage of
Raider centers.
Of Raider centers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was you know.
I mean, it went from Otto to Dalby to Mosbar.
Yeah.
You knew that.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, give me a break.
I'm not. Some people don't.
Well, some people are idiots.
That's right.
They don't know their Raider history.
They don't know
my shit.
Well, you do.
For the most part.
Except you don't know Bueller.
No, I didn't.
That's
I mispronounced
okay.
his name wrong.
That's
And it's
okay.
not my fault that he spells his fucking name wrong.
Bueller.
He can't enunciate his own name right. That's not my fault. Okay?
I'll give him that.
Bueller. B-U-E. Is pronounced Bueller. Beeler. Beeler would be B-E-U.
I'm not saying anything anymore.
It's probably Dutch or some shit.
it's Hochdeutsch. It's German.
Probably.
It's German, Bueller.
We're working our way there, Robert. That's what we're doing right now.
What
We
you
have been
saying,
working our
Robert?
way through the greatest Raider of all time tournament.
What
And
you
you're
saying?
going to help us decide who's the greatest Raider of all time.
I can't see it.
He's asked who's the best Raider of all time. Well, that's what we're freaking
Dude,
doing.
step around for a couple weeks. It's going to take a while.
That's what we're doing. We're going to
Round
hash
by
it
round.
out and battle it through. So, Dave Dalby, I see nobody up there throwing any votes for Dalby's way.
Dalby versus Hendricks, guys. We need to see it. We
the
need
Mad
to see
Stork. I've seen a lot of votes for the Mad Stork. I can't see anybody else selecting Dalby. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
Time of death
It's-
for Dave Dalby.
It's the Mad Stork.
Yeah,
Moving on.
Unfortunately. But
I mean-
Dalby, great guy.
Now, let me address the troll out there, the Rams fan. Now, you seem to be a high spirit little fellow because you're still here. Now, why you're hanging around? Because obviously, one, you have no life or nothing better to do with your time
and you're
than to hang
entertained.
out in a fucking Raiders room where we're deciding the greatest Raider of all time. Two, I see you've nicknamed yourself Chaos with a K. That is not only fucking hilarious, but pathetic as well. You've given yourself a nickname on your Facebook. So that's great. Chaos. Thanks for hanging out, pal. Stick around.
Are you a fan of Get Smart? Chaos with a K? If you don't know that, youngin', you might want to look that one up as well.
Yeah. Hey, your mom's calling. You can come out of the basement. I think dinner's ready.
My mom, I don't want to eat dinner now.
Mad Stork moves on to the second round.
Okay.
No, now here's an interesting one. A
Yes,
5
yes,
seed
yes.
against a 12 seed.
Here we
Number
go.
5, Matt Millen against 12 seed Clem Daniels.
Stalwart running back for the 60s and early
Yes.
70s Raiders. I tell you, between Clem Daniels, Rowan, and actually Clem was our running back in the Super Bowl. Okay, so has a lot of good things there. In fact, it was Clem Daniels and Charlie Smith prior to us getting, Banasac and Marv Hubbard, and prior to Van Egan. So again, and probably one of the greatest guys you can go up to and talk with at these Raider events. Make sure if you see Mr.
Clem
Daniels,
was he was in the first Super Bowl, right? He was
he
first
was in the
Super Bowl.
Well, the first Super Bowl,
for the Raiders, yes.
First Super Bowl. Clem
Yes.
Daniels, excellent running back. Him and like I said, Charlie Smith a little bit later on.
That's why we're going tournament style, Steven. We're fighting it down tournament style, gladiator style. These Raiders
That's
got to
right.
each stand on their own cred as who's the greatest Raider of all time. And there's lots of different criteria to look at. We've had a lot of guys fall already who it's quite shocking. So, Matt Millen, Clem Daniels.
I love Matt Millen, but I'm going to
Matt Millen was not a career Raider.
That's right.
That's where a lot of these guys have fallen.
Yeah.
When you think greatest Raider of all time, don't you want a guy who was
I love
a
Matt
career
Millen
Raider?
because of the punch of him and the owner's son for the Patriots. He clocked
Was he
him.
the GM too? Didn't he sock the GM too?
Well, that was the owner's son.
he was
the general man. And Matt Millen, I love you, but you know what? I'm going Clem Daniels here.
Ooh, Clem Daniels.
I'm going Clem
I think we've got some other Clems up there too. Let's keep
I'm going Clem Daniels.
5 seed Matt Millen. All right, well, let's hang out on this
And
one for a second.
I love Matt Millen, but I'm going Clem Daniels.
Clem Daniels could get the edge, like I said, because Matt Millen was not
Matt
a career
Millen
Raider.
bounced around,
He
yeah.
bounced around quite a bit. He was not a Raider his entire career. He did win a Super Bowl as a Raider. He has a ring. So, I mean, that means a lot.
Matt Millen also has a ring with the Redskins, and he also has a ring with the 49ers.
So, who do you think?
Clem Daniels.
Clem Daniels? I think I can give Clem a nod.
I'm giving.
It's about even thus far. It's about even thus far.
You-
Let's see. Keep them coming, Raider Nation. Who you got?
I can't see.
Kevin
so
sold.
do.
You sold him on Clem Daniels. You've swayed him. Steve's on board with Clem. You may have swayed a hell of an argument.
It's good being the old man that knows some stuff, right?
You may have swayed an argument.
There
This
you go.
could be one of our last upsets. 12 seed against a 5 seed, Matt Millen.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't see that going down.
Yeah, Clem Daniels, baby. And again, go when you see him,
T-Courts?
he's there. He's there.
T Courts is on board for Clem over Matt Millen as well. But I think we're gonna call it.
Call it.
Ariel's on board for Clem.
Thank you.
Daniels.
Thank you. Clem Daniels over Matt Millen.
Goes down.
And if you think that one was an
Now
upset,
here's another one. A 4 seed against a 13 seed.
just wait.
Cliff Branch.
Uh-huh.
Cliff Branch.
Against Pete Banasak.
This is, man, you can pitch a hard argument for both of them.
And I'll pitch it for Pete. Pete Banasak, if you wanted a yard, this was before Zach Crockett and 40 Blast. If you had 1 yard to get that first down, you gave it to Pete Banasak because you knew Pete Banasak was going to get that yardage for you, okay? I'm sorry. I know you guys know Cliff Branch. I know a lot of people have seen Cliff Branch. God, if you're at any Raider event you don't see Cliff Branch, then I don't know what.
Yeah, where are you
he's
looking?
everywhere. He's everywhere selling his stuff. I'm not going to say anything further because then I will be called nasty. But Pete Banasak, in my estimation, was the man. And you guys, like I said, it's your vote, but I'm leaning towards Pete Banasak on this one. I think Cliff Branch was great, but
how do you not vote Cliff in? How many rings does Cliff have? I mean, how do you not
Cliff
vote?
has 3 wins.
How do you, exactly?
He's got 3 wins.
That's what I'm saying.
But
how do you not?
But the only reason why Pete Banasak didn't have those rings, and Pete Banasak was the type of running back that would have. He was a little bit.
Yeah,
he was on the older side. Pete Banasak would have been like George Blanda. He would have stuck around till he was 50 years old playing football. I know this, and I tell you what, no greater person. Even again, I know that you have to do it as what he did career-wise. I got that. Cliff Branch should be in the Hall of Fame. But as far
I gotta go with Cliff.
As far as the Raider,
I'm leaning with Cliff on this one.
Pete. I'm going
All right,
Pete.
so we're split here. It's up to you guys, Raider Nation. It's up to you guys. We've got Pete Banasak, Cliff Branch. Who you got? We're about even so far.
You do the voting. I can't see.
I'm counting so far.
Okay.
We're about even so far. Pete, damn. Branch, it's back and forth. Pete, god damn it, it's every other one. Cliff. Literally.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Oh my god. It's real freaking close. It is literally every other guy.
Pete, Cliff,
Pete. Cliff.
This is a new song, a rap song.
Oh my god.
Yo Pete, yo Cliff, yo Pete, yo Cliff.
Oh my god, it is close. Cliff's got a very slight edge.
Yeah, I know it's going to be tight.
I think it's going to be Cliff. He's pulling ahead. He's pulling ahead.
Cliff.
He's pulling ahead.
It's tight. Both them. We can't do both there, Popeye.
Captain always picks the older guy.
Not necessarily.
Oh,
Not
lines.
necessarily.
Lines.
Not necessarily. Is it Linus? I thought it was Linus.
That's savage.
He burned me.
Oh.
Oh well.
Oh,
hey,
well, that's funny.
okay. Hey, come see me. And
I'm calling it.
I'll show you how old this older
It was
guy
close, damn close.
It's fine because
It was super close.
It's like I said,
Cliff
these
Branch-
older guys. You need to know. You need to know these people. Raider Nation. Don't just be caught up in the now. Learn from the past.
We couldn't have 2 upsets in a row. Cliff just, man, he was close. He was
was
on the
close.
ropes.
Okay.
He was on the ropes. He had the guy standing in the corner. Mick was about to throw the towel. But
Yeah.
he pulled it back.
Okay, and let's go to the next one because the older guy,
Phil Villapiano, the 6th seed,
The Foo.
against
the Foo, against our current quarterback.
DC4, Derek Carr,
Derek
the
Carr.
11th seed. Now, of course, he's at the beginning of his career. 4 years in.
Right.
Some of the greatest stats of a 4-year
I'll
career
give you the stats.
quarterback.
Derek Carr is just under, Dan Marino for the amount of touchdowns that he has in the early part of his years. He's going to be a good, maybe great, maybe super great quarterback. I like Derek Carr. You guys have seen my office. I have Derek Carr here. I got Derek Carr there. But we're talking the Foo,
We're
baby.
talking greatest Raider of all time.
The Foo. Phil Villa Piano, baby.
Can you even go?
Got
We got to vote for DC4 over Phil Villapiano.
No. Phil Villapiano was so great. He was just voted.
Carr may
the
be
best,
there yet, but I can't put him there.
Phil Villapiano was voted the best sportsman in New Jersey from basically like what we're doing in a round by round. He won that entire tournament for the best player from New Jersey all time. If you win a state from all time, you telling me that he can't win in a Raider contest from a quarterback that's been in the league 4 years?
DC4 has a slight edge right now.
No way.
I can't believe it.
No way. Phil, Foo, Villapiano, baby.
Foo's pulling back here.
The Foo. Give the Foo some love.
I'm going Foo here, man. I can't even.
You young people love you. Call me back in 10 friggin' years, okay? Call me back. Phil Villapiano in a walkover. And I like Derek Carr, but there's no contest. A Raider for many years and a guy who's been on a team for 4.
No, I agree. And no playoff wins in those 4 years. 1 playoff appearance. No. It's not Derek Carr. He does not have the.
No,
Derek Carr doesn't
have a playoff appearance.
No, he doesn't have it yet.
No.
No way. No way.
Go next.
Next, one of the original members of the Soul Patrol, George Atkinson, Roman, back there. Him and Jack Tatum used to have contests and knocking fools out. You get a half point. I think it was a half point if they were left the game. It got the full point if they didn't come back in the game. Against number 14, Shane Leckler. Now, I know how Lines loves his...
I'm keeping out of this one because you guys always say I vote for the old guys, so I'm going to let you guys talk about this one.
I know how Lines loves his punters, so he's probably voting Shane Leckler. Now, Shane Leckler was one of the...
best punters in
NFL
history.
In NFL history and in Raider history. It's Ray Guy and Shane Leckler. Marquette Queen was starting to get there, but no. No, he wasn't even close to Shane Leckler.
Negative.
Shane Leckler and Janikowski were in the Pro Bowl every damn year.
They were the only Raiders that actually represented
half the time they were the only ones there.
That's it.
Representing the silver and black.
And God loves Shane. He's even still kicking now. But because I'm old and you guys say that I am biased, if you don't know who George Atkinson is, the Soul Patrol, Willie Brown, Skip Thomas, George Atkinson, and Jack the Assassin Tatum.
The Soul Patrol, baby. If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
And George is still with the Raiders.
Possibly one of the greatest foursomes of defensive backs ever put together, period.
And again, Zoe Jr., love you, brother. We know we're going to make sure we represent here. People need to know about the Soul Patrol. And there's no...
have you heard it? Man, he sent it to me, but I haven't been able to pull it down. Zoe has he's got a new track out in honor of his father, Skip Dr. Death Thomas. Go check it out. He's posted up. It's in his group. It's on his page. I'm gonna try to get it on the Raider Reaction page. He sent it to me, but I haven't been able to download it.
Hey, Zoe, I'm trying.
I need the link.
That's right. I need the promo in a form that I can use because I can't use it otherwise.
No, I've listened to it. It's badass,
awesome.
But I've got to get it on there.
We need the MP3 file, partner. Please send me the MP3 file. It's awesome.
So, but check that out. So, I mean, come on. We got one of the original members of the Soul Patrol, a fucking headhunter, George Atkinson, against a fucking punter? I mean, I don't care who the punter is. Is it an argument?
No.
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 It's George.
Okay.
It's George. We're calling that one. There's no time spending
Now,
anymore. Now
two old, quote unquote old guys. Two old guys. And I'm telling you, I know who my vote is, and I'll tell you, I am an offensive lineman.
Number 7 seed, Todd Christensen, against number 10 seed,
Henry Lawrence. All I got to say is 3 Super Bowl rings for Mr. Henry Lawrence. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Super Bowl rings for Mr. Henry Lawrence. Todd Christensen was a great, and I'm going to say this with respect, reclamation project when he came over from the Cowboys as a fullback to be our tight end.
And revolutionized the position. Revolutionized the position, though, Captain. That's where you got. I understand the 3 rings, but Todd Christensen was Jimmy Graham before Jimmy Graham.
Let me ask you a question. When Stabler was throwing to Todd Christensen and Dave Casper, and when Plunkett was throwing to all of those receivers, who kept his ass clean? How did he throw to those people? Why? Because he was upright and he could throw. That was for Plunkett because he's a righty. Or he could throw. That was left. That was Stabler because he was clean. The offensive line never gets the respect they should. I love Dave. I love Todd. I love Raymond. You guys saw me in the argument for Raymond Chester. I love the tight end. But I am an offensive lineman, and I know the stalwart work that the offensive line does, and they don't get a lot of respect. Henry friggin' Lawrence. Killer!
Throw your vote up there, Raider Nation.
The killer!
So far, I haven't seen any votes for Henry Lawrence. You haven't... It's
the
all
killer,
been...
Man.
It's Henry Lawrence and Todd Christensen are who we got right now, and it's...
The killer.
I've seen
Vote for the killer.
I've seen all Todd Christensen
TC.
thus far.
The 70s were nearly 50 years ago. Screw you.
Come on, Chuck. Harsh.
Oh, Matt Murray. Hey, Matt, we talked last time. How you doing there, brother? I actually saw a little bit of that.
Matt's been hanging out a lot with us. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys joining us here on Raider Reaction. We appreciate any second you spend with us. Even if it's just a quick pop in and saying what's up, we appreciate any second you spend with us. New and old, our band of pirates. Man, I don't think...
I'm sorry.
Henry is not going to take down Todd Christensen.
So be it. But you guys remember when Derek Carr is getting those touchdowns this year, and when the running backs are getting those touchdowns this year, what is the reason why? Because the offensive line is doing their job.
We're going to touch on some offensive line here to wrap this up, too, because we've had some stuff in the news.
Oh, yeah.
Last one, Freddie B. The last matchup of round 1 of the Raider Reaction Greatest Raider of All Time tournament is Fred Biletnikoff, the 2 seed of the South, against Gus Otto, 15 seed.
I'm shutting up.
I mean, how do you... Do we really need to waste time on this one?
Fred Biletnikoff,
I mean, do we
Hall of Famer.
He's possibly one of the greatest Raiders.
Super Bowl 11 MVP.
Yeah, there's only 3 Super Bowl MVPs in the lineage and history of lore of the Raider Nation.
Well, actually, there's 4. There's one unofficial because the guy that won the one probably shouldn't have won.
Yeah, true. But
anyway, and I like Jim Plunkett.
Should have been Rod Martin, though.
Should have been Rod Martin.
How do you intercept 3 balls in any game?
3 interceptions in the Super Bowl and you're not the MVP.
How's that even possible? We're calling it, man. I'm not going to waste. We got bigger fish to fry. We got bigger fish to fry. No disrespect to Gus Otto, who was a great Raider in his day, but it's Freddie B. It's without a doubt.
And that's not Jim Otto.
That's
Gus Otto.
Now, that brings us next week to our much anticipated second round.
Round 2, baby.
Of the GOAT tournament. Now, this is where it gets hairy. We'll start in the north. As you have Jim Otto facing off, 1 seed Jim Otto facing off against 8 seed Greg Townsend.
That's a good matchup.
You have 5 seed Dave Casper facing off against 4 seed George Blanda.
Ooh.
6 seed Bo Jackson facing off against 3 seed Gene Upshaw.
Ooh, that's tough too.
7 seed The Judge Lester Hayes facing off against 2 seed Marcus Allen.
Ooh, I know where I'm going with that.
That's your North bracket,
I'm
second
gonna
round.
surprise you. Yeah.
In your East bracket, second round, you've got the Snake, Kenny Stabler, your 1 seed, facing off against 8 seed Ray Guy. You've got 5 seed Mark Van Egan facing off against 13 seed John Matusak.
2s.
11 seed Ben Davidson facing off against 3 seed Art Shell.
That's tough.
7
right there.
seed Terry McDaniel facing off against 2 seed Jim Plunkett. That's your East second round bracket. In your West second round, you have your 1 seed Howie Long facing off against your 8 seed Rod Martin. That's
tight.
Ooh.
That's tight.
I was born in the 90s. Get the fuck out of here. I appreciate the compliment. I must look young and virile. You apparently cannot see the gray hairs in this beard from there.
Trust me, it is not HD. It is not HD.
90s.
He was born in the 90s.
90s.
He ain't that young.
Good Lord, my brother.
He ain't
I
that
graduated in 93. Come on now. Easy. I'm not that young a fucking pup.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Come on.
No.
Come on.
By the way, how old do you think I am?
I'd like to.
And nobody better
Good
say
Lord.
70 or 60.
The 90s?
The 90s.
That'd make me a millennial. Oh, I'd have to beat my own ass.
Yeah. Ooh,
Good Lord.
Ooh,
Oh, my God.
That's harsh thinking.
You've got number 5 seed Marv Hubbard against number 4 seed Charles Woodson.
Ooh, that's tight. That's tight.
You've got number 6 seed the Mad Bomber Daryl LaMonica against 3 seed Jack the Assassin Tatum. The Mad Bomber against the Assassin.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
We ought to do a nicknames contest.
Michael Haynes against Tim Brown. 7 seed against 2 seed. That's your West second round. Now your South second round, which we just finished up, is number 1 seed Willie Brown against number 8 seed the Mad Stork Ted Hendricks. You've got 12 seed coming off the upset of Matt Millen, Clem Daniels against 4 seed Cliff Branch.
Thanks for remembering Clem Daniels tonight.
Phil Villapiano, number 6 seed against number 3 seed George Atkinson.
That's tight.
That's a toughie. And number 7 seed Todd Christensen facing off against your 2 seed Fred Bolitnikoff. That is your second round action of the GOAT tournament of Raider Reaction, greatest Raider of all time. And those are going to be some tasty arguments right there. And we've got to get some extra folks on for those. I think we got to get some extra folks on.
Get angrier.
Yeah, we definitely got to get some extra.
Who wants to come in?
Hold on. Is Ariel still with us? Or did we lose Ariel? I think we might have lost Ariel. Ariel, if you're out there, comment. We'd like to bring you in. We may have lost you. We get rambled on too long. But we've got time left, Captain. So I want to get into...
I know I talk a lot. I apologize.
We're going to get into the draft tomorrow night. So we'll get into all of our draft shit tomorrow night.
No draft stuff.
So we won't hit the draft. We'll hit breaking news.
I'm saving it for tomorrow.
Up-to-date shit for right now. We'll hit that. And...
two items from the offensive line.
Yes. You've got the...
Stupidity and then stupidity.
Yes. You've got, a couple that's divorcing.
Are they divorcing?
Yeah, Donald Penn and his wife are divorcing, and that's the statement that they'd come out and issued. That they both issued together, so that there was no physical contact. What had happened was it was a loud verbal altercation. They were over there. It was in the evening, and they got in an argument over the divorce, the pending divorce. That they're going through a difficult time. They're not getting along. They did get in an argument, but nothing physical happened. They both came out and issued the statement together. So,
and Donald Penn and his wife have had issues in the past because Donald, if y'all did not know,
can't keep it in his pants.
There you go. Donald is the wandering pirate. Arr.
Yes.
So that I could see that one coming, but hey, power to them that they are coming out and doing it respectfully with each other, and the fact that they're not doing things to cause dissension as of right now. So hold off on.
So you got that. You got one end of your offensive line,
That's right.
and then you got the other end, who's not going to be around for the first 4 games of the 2018 season, if he's even going to be the starting right tackle, because I think we might have drafted that.
Yeah.
So
more on that tomorrow.
But I think, Vidal Alexander.
I tell you what, Giacomini ain't going to be.
I haven't heard.
Have you heard? Tackle.
Have you heard the news on or any details on what the substance was?
No.
Because I honestly did not hear that.
It said
I apologize for not knowing.
I don't know either. All it said was he was suspended 4 games, the first 4 games of the season, for PEDs. Don't know what it is. They did say PEDs though.
Yes.
It's not weed. It's PEDs.
It's PEDs. But PEDs are it's such a broad comment that there's so many things that these guys get busted for. It's a tainted. It's something that they got from GNC that they didn't check the label on properly before they took it.
Or he went down to Mexico.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell. It could be a lot of different things. So I always like to know before I completely pass judgment on somebody. Whether they were juicing or
Point being is, unless we hear otherwise, and we'll give them due if we hear otherwise that maybe it was just a faux pas, a mistake. But pending first results, okay, and a lot of times first results are wrong, and I'll tell you that. I work in the intel analysis field, so just be aware. But based upon events from guys on PEDs, most of the time it's ignorance on the fact of the athlete not knowing what they're putting into their system. It's ignorance. It's your job to know what's going in your body.
If you're taking a pill, I don't give a shit what it is. If you are a professional athlete, you should do the research if you're putting it in your body, no matter what the hell it is. If you're ingesting it or taking it, you need to do the research. It is what it is. I agree. Hold on. Let me see if we can pull. Ariel, I seen you out there. Hold on. I'm going to see if
we're going to get you in, Ariel. Stand by, brother.
Hold on. I'm going to see if I can grab you. I seen you comment a second ago. Where'd you go? Damn it.
You might be on my phone.
Where'd you go, Ariel? Ariel. There you are.
Oh, Big L, I just saw your comment. Yeah, I agree so, but you know what? It's easy to be overrated when you're probably one of the big fish in the pond.
Yes. As always, I want to say thank you. Appreciate you guys all for joining us. As always on Raider Reaction, our Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday. We appreciate you guys joining us. Now tomorrow, we've got Captain will be back in studio with me as we have our Thursday edition, our Raider Nation Ricochets. We'll bounce back and forth through all the hot topics. We'll get into what you think of the draft. I gave it a B-. Yes, earlier on Monday.
First off, again, read my article before you go to Raider Reaction tomorrow so you'll know what I've been talking about. I'm talking about you armchair general managers. Armchair general managers. If it's not your job and you don't have a member of the Raiders name in front of you, and unless you have some credentials I don't know about.
Same time, same Raider channel. Always. The Raider Reaction main show is at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. Always. Right here. What's up, Ariel?
Big Z!
I'm right here at the, all the way live at the Palms Casino at the Sports Booking Center, watching the freaking Knights and Sharks game. It's 2-0 Sharks. Fucking bullshit.
Ooh.
Oh. No good. No good. Well, they're both going to be good series, man. The Lightning are in a tough series as well.
Lightning stopped tonight. 4-1, baby.
But I did. All right. I didn't get to see how it finished out. I was watching the beginning part of it. But
empty net goal by Stamkos at the very end.
Stammer. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Anyway,
I'm looking forward to a parade myself.
For your viewing pleasure, Mr. Ariel. Mr.
Ariel,
Knight.
Our Raider Reaction on the scene in Vegas. All of the awesome video footage you guys have seen from out on location in Vegas, and the video is all courtesy of this guy right here. He's
That's the man. That's awesome. The man to thank, man. Ariel, I love you to death, brother.
Keeping us up to date on all that's going on in Vegas.
Yeah, and I apologize. Last week I didn't make it up to the stadium because of the draft. And then this week it's been raining out here, and so I didn't want to go out there, under those conditions. But next week I will definitely go out there, bring more live coverage, and then we'll, you know, I'll probably do a show pretty soon because there's a lot of things being put out there.
There are. We got this governor candidate that's popping off and saying he wants to railroad the stadium if he can get elected.
I need to go out there and vote.
Yeah, that's kind of old news.
Yeah.
That came out about a month ago, and right now what I'm hearing is the person he's running against, the primary candidate, is totally kicking his ass, and that other candidate is in support of the Raider Stadium, even though he's a Republican. And so I heard this guy that's running for governor that's against the move, I heard that he's at 6% in the polls right now, and the other candidate's like at 80% or something like that.
Oh, okay. So they ain't gonna be close.
Well, we better hope.
Yeah, and Steve Sisolak, one of the Democratic primary candidates, he came out and he said that there's no way in hell that anybody can come out and stop the funding of the $750 million. The provisions in SB 12 is in there.
Yeah, that train's moving. He ain't gonna stop that now.
I was gonna say, stand in front of that train, mother.
Yeah, that.
The only thing that they could do is try to come in and try to take some of the money for the infrastructure and stuff like that. But it's just not an issue. It's not gonna happen.
Well, Ariel, we're gonna thank you for the quick pop in, but we're gonna have to toss you off. The show's over.
All right, brother.
Thanks for popping on with us, my man.
Thanks for coming on board, Ariel.
And make sure you stay tuned to the page for all of the awesome feeds from Vegas out there. I mean, Ariel's the man who's been bringing us all of the great live feeds out there on location. So
Ariel is the man.
He's getting a ton of hits on those all of our social media formats. So, like I said, the man will be back in here with me tomorrow night, and we will get into Raider news, breaking news, the draft breakdown, pretty much anything silver and black that is relevant and pertinent tomorrow.
We'll do it because I got lots to say about you Raider armchair general managers. Love you to death, but you know what? Keep your day and night jobs, okay? Keep your day and night jobs. That's all I'm going to say for right now.
Go to the Raider Reaction shop. Get your Raider Reaction fan packs. We're sending out the next shipment at the end of this week. So get your orders in. You've got the individual shirts. You've got the deluxe fan pack where you can get a whole box full of all kinds of swag. Go order it up. Next shipment's going out this week. Thank you all for joining us as always. New and old, our band of pirates. We appreciate every damn one of you.
Yarg, Raider Nation, I'll be here tomorrow. You be here too.
I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.